All right, everybody, we are back on day number 5 of our Advent calendar. I am so ready to try this. Our dram of the day. The reason I'm ready to try this is it's going to be the first one that I just probably really don't like. That's how I'm kind of excited to get it out of the way. I opened and it was the Ledaig 18-year. There we go. This is a heavily peated Scotch from the Isle of Mull, I believe is how it's pronounced, in Tobermory. So let's get the text and photos turned on. Here we go. And I have had the 10-year. This is the 18 that I've opened. I happen to have the 10-year, and notice how very little I have drank because I keep trying it hoping I will like it someday, and I never do. So if the 18 is more mellow, there's a chance I might be able to palate it. But we're also going to compare it to the 10. So I will be drinking something today that I know I don't like yet. So that said, we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy poured. Just a little tiny nip of the 10. Wasn't expecting to drink this one again so soon. But here we are, and here we go. I'm also not going to put a ton of this in here because if I don't like it, I'm just going to give it to my neighbor and he'll be happy to try it, I'm sure. There we go. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about Ledaig, which is actually a product of the Tobermory Distillery, and it's got yet another very long history because this is Scotland and everything there has a long history. That's just how it is when you're that old. My family hails from Scotland, and I would give anything to just move there forever and stay there. So, Tobermory, the distillery, is fairly young based on just the name. But the distillery that is now Tobermory, or Tobermory, I think is where the emphasis is, did actually come about at the absolute tail end of the 18th century. So 1798, 1797 is when, we'll just go ahead and get over to the Chrome page. So in 1797, a man by the name of John Sinclair, who was a kelp merchant in the area, applied for some acreage to lease so that he could build a distillery, and he was denied. He was told he could build a brewery. He's like, I don't want to build a brewery. So he tried again the next year, and in 1798 he was approved, and he established the Ledaig Distillery. So this distillery ran for over 100 years and made it through World War I. And during Prohibition in the U.S., demand for whiskey dropped off. There was an abundance of supply at that point, and then they went into the Great Depression, and that wasn't just in the U.S. The Great Depression kind of affected everybody worldwide. And so at that point, they closed the distillery. And just like we saw with Teeling yesterday, a lot of distilleries did not survive this period of World War I, immediately into Prohibition, immediately into the Great Depression. A lot of industries didn't do well. So especially ones that are seen as superfluous. Whiskey is not an essential necessity for life. So bye whiskey. But that's okay, because everything turned around, and 41 years later in the 70s they reopened. And that continued into the 90s, and that's when they sold, and under new ownership the distillery really took off, and it became a more prominent brand name. Then in 2013 they sold again, and under new ownership the distillery was actually closed for renovations, for repairs, maintenance on a lot of the equipment that was desperately needed. So when it did reopen in 2019, they renamed the whole thing Tobermory, and they opened with the Tobermory line and the Ledaig line. So they kept the name of the original distillery as a line of peated whiskeys, whereas the other whiskeys that they make are unpeated. So they've got two different lines of whiskeys at the Tobermory Distillery. And they also produce gin. So I'm kind of interested now in trying to find that gin because I love gin as well. So that's the history. And now we're gonna drink some stuff. I'm nervous. I almost don't even want to sniff it. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is the core range of Ledaig. They've got the 10, which we are going to be tasting here, and they've got the Sinclair series, which I don't know what the age on that is, and then they've got the 18, which is the more rare and expensive version that came in the Advent Calendar today. So we're going to start with the 18, and maybe it will be better than what I'm expecting it to be. Let's give it a shot. It says deliciously rich, non-chill filtered, and natural color. The 18-year-old Ledaig is the second peated release in the core range. So we're gonna go ahead and get the text open over here so I can type in what I smell. What am I gonna smell? God, the other one smells bad. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I can smell it from here. It smells about like the other one. It's very, it just like, it slaps you in the face with peat. I don't want to get too close because it's really, okay. It's like peat and gasoline and smoke. All right, let's do peat, gasoline, and smoke. It smells like gasoline. Yeah, let's drink it. It's gonna be great. Something kind of... Okay, there's salt. It's got that sort of oceany, salty, briny smell. I gotta get down into it to find that. It almost smells like salted preserved meat or something. I'm gonna go salted meat. I don't know. This is just looking delicious, isn't it? So good. Tasty, tasty. Alright, that went off the charts. Okay, we're done. We're done sniffing. Maybe it's not meat. Maybe I'm just getting... Yeah, we're gonna go with salted meat. Golly. Now I have to put it in my mouth, guys. Gals. Everybody. I have to put it in my mouth. Gasoline, smoke, tobacco, oh god, I don't want to find anything else. Pepper, it burns. It burns. It's not an alcohol burn, it's a different burn. Oh, do I have to do that again? Oh, jeez. Help me. It's just burnt, salty meat in my mouth is all I've got left. The finish is burnt, salty meat. Jeez Louise. Ugh. Okay. Sometimes you kind of have to sit with a whiskey. We're doing this again. Oh. It's like after it's in my mouth, it just smells even more like gas. Or tar or pitch or... It smells like when you drive past and they're resurfacing the road and you just get like enveloped in stinky, tarry, hot, gross junk. People like this? Nope. It did not get better. No. This is not my kind of whiskey. At all. Nope. Sorry. I'm not ready for this kind of peat yet. Ugh. It tastes like I'm trying to like I just ate a burnt tire that had been drenched in tar and salt and like a bunch of chili powder or something. Oh. Ugh. Now we have to do the 10 to compare them. Because for science. I did not like that. I don't wanna. Well, that smells downright pleasant by comparison, and I didn't like the way this one smelled last time. It doesn't smell good compared to the Teeling yesterday, but compared to that one, it smells fine. Salty. Floral. Oh, maybe not floral. Sherry. It's sweet. It's sweet and salty at the same time. There's definitely like, maybe it is floral. It's not fruit. It's gotta be floral. I think the floral is just kind of hidden by the peat and the salt, and it's a little smoky. It's not like the other one. It doesn't smell like gasoline. It certainly doesn't smell as bad. All right. So, sweet, salt, floral, a little smoky. I'm writing these down. Peaty. Okay. Alright, what does it taste like? Mild and pleasant compared to that one, but still not something I want to drink very much of. Like, I would drink this if I went out and somebody bought it for me. I could palate it, yes. If they're like, oh, it's my favorite, I want to share one with you. Ah, okay. It's way sweeter. There's none of that gasoline stuff. There's a little sort of almost an antiseptic to it. Kind of like... I don't know how to explain it. Like, have you ever had like iodine in your medical kits? It's tastes kind of like that smells. I don't know. There's some fruit there. Like a... I don't know. I would say like a cherry. Cherry. It's sweeter. Iodine, I think is what I said. Cherry. Oh, there's smoke for sure. There's something chicory. I don't know if it's pepper or not. Maybe like a clove? Clove kind of chicory? We'll say clove. I'm kind of getting it at the end. Maybe that... It's just... Yeah, it's got almost that sort of tannic feeling again. that drying thing that was happening with one of the other ones. Clovey. Yeah, I think clovey. I still don't pour out whiskey even if I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, that means I'm definitely going to finish the rest of that dram. But then hand that shit over to my neighbor. I don't want it. Sorry, I didn't mean cuss. Okay. Well, that was a thing. Ooh. That was a thing. Okay. So, we're going to look at the tasting notes for the 10 real quick because I just said what I felt like it was. So I had... Where's my notes? Alright, so I said briny, sweeter, smoky, floral, peaty. I say sweet, briny smokiness with distinct island character, playful notes that hint at a mild antiseptic creosote wax polish, mint chocolate, and floral seaside aromas, soft peat, gentle smoke. I mean, that's about what I got. I didn't really smell the iodine. I think after sniffing the other one, my nose is singed and I can't smell anything. Palate, tantalizingly sweet. I wouldn't go that far. It was sweeter than the other one, but it's by no means sweet. Medicinal flavors infused with enticing sparks of spicy pepper, dried fruit, peaty smoke, vanilla, and malt. Okay, I mean, yeah. I guess that explains the iodine stuff. What else did I say? Cherry, smoke, sweet. Dried fruit, smoke. Okay, and then I said cloves and salt at the end, or drying. Wondrous union of sublimely spicy white pepper. Oh, well, that would do it. That would be chicory. The vibrant sweetness of licorice. I did not get any licorice. And a kick of cloves. Yes! Yes, cloves! With an exquisite lingering saltiness. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I was close. I was close. Let's go to the 18. So, looking over here at the 18, I said peat, gasoline, smoke, and salted meat. Let's see what they have to say about their... rich, fruity, sherried smokiness. I'll give them the smoke, but there was no sherry influence at all for me. Lovely balance of phenols. No. The peat was not lovely. Seaweed and light creosote. There's my gasoline. Dried chili flakes. Spicy black pepper with hints of sweet oakiness. So we got peat. No, they didn't say anything about peat. Gasoline, that would probably be the creosote. Smoke, yes. Salted meat, no, but the salt is probably that seaweedy thing coming through. Palate, gas, smoke, tobacco, and pepper. That's what I said. Gas, smoke, tobacco, and pepper. They say powerful, rich, sherried, herbal, smoky flavor, orange peel, coffee, a touch of sea salt, tobacco, and white pepper. Okay, so I wasn't too far off the mark. I found all the bad things and none of the good things is basically what just happened. Gas, they'd say no gasoline. It tasted as bad as it smelled. Smoke and tobacco, yeah, I definitely got those. Pepper, yeah, I found the pepper. But there's no coffee, no orange peel. I'm gonna have to taste it again after I finish reading this to see if I can find those things. It's gonna be horrible. Finish, long and quite pungent. Well, that's the first true statement I've read. With more smoke, a hint of licorice and sea spray. And, what did I write down for my finish? Burnt salty meat. Burnt salty meat. That would be the smoke, salt, sea salt, pungent spray. Lovely. Okay. We're going to do this one more time. And see how it compares and if I can find those terrible things. There's no fruit in this. They're making it up. There's absolutely no fruit. It's gasoline. Okay, I can maybe get the pepper. No oakiness, nothing sweet. I'm not changing my mind. It's less gasoline than it was, but I think, like I said, I've burned all my smell receptors out of my face right now. So between that one and this one, we're back over here, and I'm getting something almost... Wait a second. Powdered sugar. At the very, very end, I'm getting powdered sugar. That's different, and that's good. I don't think it's going to taste any better, though. Oh, I hate it. Coffee. Is there coffee? Orange coffee. No. There's not. Nope. Oh, there's the licorice, though. Ugh. That makes it worse. That makes it worse. Oh, this is awful. I think we're just going to end this so I can go, like, eat something that tastes stronger than this. I may go pour chili powder in my mouth. I don't know at this point. Oh, I may not finish that scotch. This might be a first. Terrible. Horrible. Do not buy unless you absolutely love the peatiest, medicinaliest, tire smokest of all the scotches. Then this is for you. This is not for the vast majority of people. So those of you who like this, have fun. You can have it. I don't want it. Yeah, we're going to do it again tomorrow, hopefully a lot more enjoyably. So I will see y'all later. Bye, everybody.